Hey guys, I decided to try my hand at a vlog today instead of doing just a vlog, mainly because I didn't feel like sitting down to write it out. I feel like I can just chat it out with you. So I want to talk about the financial cost of doing Whole30. I have spent over $400 in the past 8 days on Whole30. Now, that's not even giving the money to the Whole30 brand, company, books, anything like that. I only spent $16 on the book, and I've borrowed everything else about that. What I have spent my money on is groceries. I spent about $150 every time I went for a grocery trip, and then additional money at the farmer's market. But that doesn't mean that I've spent the $400 and actually consumed the $400 in the past week. There's a lot of food that I purchased that will continue on into future weeks. So when I bought some sauerkraut, that's going to continue on for more than a week. Pickles, that's going to continue on. Pickled turnips, like a lot of the pickled goods that I purchased added up financially, but at the same time, I'll be able to eat a little bit longer. I think the thing that's costing the most is nuts. I'm eating a lot of almonds, cashews. I bought pine nuts and hazelnuts. So that's like, I probably spent more than $100 just in nuts alone. A lot of them, yes, I have eaten. Some of them will continue on further. But I will say that the financial reward attached to that is that I haven't gone out as much. Jordan and I would typically go out for dinner at least 2 times a week. I did go out once this week, but it was at Impact Kitchen and it cost me $13. Whereas if the two of us were to go out for dinner on a Saturday night, have drinks and like linger for a while, it would probably cost us upwards, and if it was a good day, it'd be $100. So when you kind of weigh out, okay, I spent $400 on groceries between the two of us, or I went out for dinner 2 nights and that'd be $100 each night, and then creeping into a second weekend, you start to realize that it's not as crazy as you'd think. Granted, if you never eat out, then it will be a lot more expensive than it would be if you were to cook at home all the time. So if you never eat out, this is going to be pricey for you. But if you find yourself eating out often, it's challenging to eat at restaurants. Going out and asking, how do you cook this? Is there any added things that are on the plate? Is there any dairy in that? Do you use butter when you cook that steak? Is there any butter on the grill? A lot of restaurants do use butter, so you have to ask and make sure that they're using an oil. And then when you get a dressing, it's like, well, what's in your dressing? Is there any sugar in your dressing? Is there any dairy in your dressing? The amount of questions you have to ask to make sure that your plate shows up correctly kind of deters you from going out. Granted, we are going to try and go out maybe next weekend when we are fully sure. But even today, I just was on Instagram watching a feed and saw pizzas being cut. And I was like, oh my God, I just want a pizza. That's all I want. Apparently the cravings are about to get really bad for sugar in the next few days. I could see that today. I wanted to have an apple with almond butter, which I'm totally allowed to have, but I had to think about it and be like, am I eating this apple and almond butter because I'm hungry, or am I wanting to eat this apple and almond butter because I'm having a sugar craving? And I think I was having just a sugar craving, because one thing the book suggests is that if you are hungry, take a second, think about it, and go, okay, am I hungry enough to eat fish and broccoli right now? And if you're hungry enough to eat fish and broccoli, then likely you are actually hungry. Then you can actually have that snack. But if you're not hungry enough to eat fish and broccoli, then maybe hang out, distract yourself for a little bit, and don't eat. I distracted myself for a bit, but was still hungry, so I ended up having a handful of nuts with some jerky, and that was also delicious. I don't really know what else to say to you guys right now. This morning I woke up and decided that I was gonna make burgers for breakfast. I grabbed out the ground beef I had in the fridge. I just started making little burgers, and I just seasoned it with salt and pepper. I didn't add anything else, all beef burgers. And then turned them into lettuce wrap burgers. So just had a lettuce bun and used the sauerkraut and had some mustard on it, which was delightful. And then just some pickled stuff and some tomatoes as well. That was so good. Salt and pepper, and that's kind of all you needed. A little bit of raspberries on the side as well. And then for lunch, we had barbecued pork, and I used my pressure cooker to do some sweet potatoes. I've realized that the pressure cooker has been key for my success in Whole30. I wasn't 100% sure on the pressure cooker before, but the Instant Pot has been amazing throughout this because you just toss things on. For dinner, I'm having pressure cooked whole chicken. I'm just gonna toss it in the pressure cooker probably in the next little while and get it going while I figure out how to upload this vlog. Okay, that's it. That's all I have to say. Have an awesome night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.